Hi, Eastgate Builders. So, a lot of people have been asking me about, ever since I launched the Raptor 2, a lot of people are asking, are you going to be selling all the parts separately? Because, I guess most people know that that's how Inertian started. We started off selling parts, and over time, our products have become more and more complete. And then we started selling the Raptor 1, which was a complete skateboard. Now the Raptor 2, which is a complete skateboard. So a lot of people, yeah, of course, they're wondering, are you going to sell the hub motors? Now, it's a pretty complicated answer. So let me go into it without boring you too much. But basically, there are two parts to this story. One is we need to optimize our business and our operations so that we can service more people and scale up and be bigger. Now, you might not necessarily realize this, but selling individual parts can actually be very complicated. It, it just, each little part needs its own box and it needs its own product name and its own product code, and there can be 1,000 different combinations of orders that we have to pack. Someone might want the VESC and the hub motors, and they don't want that part, and they want this part, and it's actually just really, really complex, especially when you grow a bit bigger, like what we have over the last 12 months. And then, the flip side of that is trying to forecast the stock that you need to have to cater to all these different orders that people like to do when you sell parts. So we originally planned to sell the hub motors with the trucks as a product, and we might still do that, but it's going to be not for a while, at least. It could be 12 months before we offer that as a standalone product. And the reason we've come up with that sort of time frame, and there's a chance we won't actually even sell them. There's still some things that we have to finalize. But anyway, moving forward. So, what was I just about to say? So when you look at the cost, so the hub motors on their own, you just can't really, we can't sell that on their own because they wouldn't really work that well. You need the trucks. Where's... Okay. So, here's why you need the truck. Is this... Yeah, see how it fits together? Like that. You need this part. And we've also... This becomes a part of the motor. It's... Look how close it is to the stator. And this is a heat sink. So our system, it's not just a hub motor. Our solution, if you like to call it, our system is not just a hub motor. It's the motor, the truck hanger, the VESC that it connects to. This has only just been upgraded so it can handle high sustained continuous currents, and it has a heat sink so it can keep cool. These are very important things. I think a lot of people forget that building a really good electric skateboard, you actually need to take a global approach to it. Not one product just is good on its own. It's about the chain. The weakest part is the problem here. I'm getting a bit lost in what I'm trying to say, but we can't sell just the hub. You need this. And the hub motor without this is not going to be, it's not going to perform. So then you do the maths, and then you go, well, okay, so you get, and then, oh, the other thing is, if you buy this truck, you probably want the matching front truck, right? As if you don't want that to match up, front and back, and then you want wheels to match the hub. So then you're buying this, you're buying this, you're buying the Vesk. Then on top of that, you need a good battery. You need a battery that can, a big enough battery that can throughput the current and not get stressed too hard. So you might as well buy our battery. Then you pretty much have a skateboard, right? So here's the thing. The two things that I was saying. The first thing was selling individual parts. It actually complicates our business and makes it harder for us to scale up and to meet demand, and it complicates our forecasting and our cash flows, and it's really tricky. We need to be careful as a rapidly growing business not to try to do too many things. You've got to realize where your niche is and stick to that. So that's one part of it. The second part of it is all the parts on their own really aren't that good. You need them all to be together anyway. And if you do the sums, so I worked this out on the forum the other day. The Space Cell X, which is basically the new space cell that is going on to the Raptor 2, it's already got 2 Vesks in it. It's got the receiver and the transmitter in it. It's got the cells in it. I mean, that's going to, if we sold that separately, which we might, that is one thing that actually on its own is a pretty good product to sell because we're making them anyway for the Raptor. That would be like $8.99. Now, the trucks, I mean, have you ever priced a set of precision trucks? They're like $250. The front wheels, so, I mean, if you were to buy a set of 90 millimeter fly wheels, I mean, they're like, I don't know, $90. So 2 of them are probably half that, $50. And then the hub motors, are like $400. So anyway, my point is, if you add up all these parts that you need, it's $1,600. We're selling the complete electric skateboard for, well, it goes on sale. It starts at $8.99. So just buy the whole skateboard, and I mean, at least you can ride it like that straight away. You don't have to do anything. It's all sweet. Then you can pull it apart later if you want to. Anyway, I know I was rattling on with heaps of stuff then because it's in the Arvo and I need to have a beer, but I hope that makes sense to you. Let me summarize it. We probably won't sell the products separately because it's complicated and it probably won't work that well for you because building good skateboards is about a system. Okay, hope that answers your question. See ya.